Every day I wake up, wake your ass up. The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Just Hilarious, Charlemagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lon LaRose is here as well. We got a special guest in the building.
One of the most hustling motherfuckers I ever met in my life.
Ladies and gentlemen, Killer Camron is here.
Good, man. How y'all been?
Good morning, Killer.
Good morning, everybody. How you doing?
How you feeling, man?
Regular, man. Good to be back. I ain't been up here in a little minute.
Before we go anywhere, I just got to ask one question.
Yeah.
Are you going to do another project, man? Because you play too much. You rap, and then you stop, then you spit, then you stop. Then somebody pisses you off and you rap. And I'm like, Killer still got it. Just do a project, Killer.
Music, like, for what?
Because you're nice.
You good at it.
Now, of course, you know you my brother. I appreciate that, but it don't be making financial sense. Like, if I'm going to do a project, we're going to get merchandise behind it. It's going to be a tour behind it, everything else. But, you know, I do the freestyles on my show and here and there, but as far as doing an actual project, it don't be making financial sense for me. Like, you see niggas be rapping my age. It's only a few niggas who could really go on tour who's my age. Niggas be just thinking in their brain they're doing a lot, but they're not really doing what they think they're doing. Because when you, like, for me, I was on tour up until 2020. When COVID hit, I was on tour. And I just didn't go back on tour after that. But every tour I had something lined up, not just the show. It was shit behind it. You know what I'm saying? Can we curse?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was shit behind it. But I keep the freestyle. As far as doing an albums be lasting, like a great album is like 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit, I'm talking about a great one lasts 2-3 weeks. That shit don't last.
But even like an EP, just you and Mace, that Killer and Murder,
now,
just
going in.
Now look, me and Mace got some. Now I would do that. Me and Mace got like 19 records.
Wow.
But I can't put them out. Like I feel like my hands is tied with this nigga. He'll get in the mood and he'd be like, "We gonna come out?" Then he'd be like, "Nah, just wait," and it don't come out. I could play it for y'all when nobody listening. Like the world ain't listening. But Mace is really, really nice.
What's his reputation?
I don't know. I can't tell you.
All right.
I'm just, like he gets in the mood and we gonna do shit, and then he'd be like, "We not gonna do shit." And what we got going on now is too good to even question it. You know what I'm saying? So
Y'all the worst two slick talkers out there.
but on some G shit, because y'all hear me do the freestyle shit, Mace is like dumb nice.
Get busy.
I'm talking about, you know, you ain't hearing really rapping along. That nigga's nice. Like a real problem. I don't want to say he's better than me. I want to say that, but he's right underneath me. Pause right there.
Now we saw the one where he spit on It Is What It Is.
I forced him to do that. I had to beg like 2 months for that to happen. But do you know what the problem is for me? He sends me the shit. Well, I tell him, just stop sending me shit, my nigga, because I'm getting frustrated. I think he do this shit to tease me, to be honest with you. Yo, Cam, listen to this, and this shit never comes out. But I think he does it for therapy. He makes too much other money besides what we do. Mace makes a lot of money. And I don't want to say that, but music isn't a priority. I wish it's a priority.
I saw you tell Memphis Bleak that Mace told you that if you and Joel's the music, or you and him even do anything that y'all put out, it has to be like a moment because of all that stuff. What would that moment, if y'all, hypothetically speaking, if it did happen, what would that moment be? Is it a offer for a big show?
Nigga, Mace, anything we do together, like Mace, like if we get booked together, Mace don't move for less than 100,000 for him. And that's just being nice. Like he just don't move. He do too much other shit to where he's like, Cam, if I'm not getting 100, I don't even call him if it ain't like 200,000, because he doesn't care. Like he really doesn't. Like what he got going on, he doesn't care about doing anything else. So I'd be like, yo, Mace, listen, so and so want to book us for like 125,000. He's like, you want to take 25? And I'm like, nah. He's like, Cam, you have to realize it's a moment when we're together. We haven't been speaking for 10 years. Why would we take that money? I'm like, Mace, it's just a look. It's not a good look. So more of the story is, he basically says, we haven't been speaking for a while. We getting older. Everything that we need to do needs to count. So kind of like when you heard me say that with Joel's, same thing. Joel's has sent me to do a record. Sent a record for me to do probably 5-6 months, maybe longer than that. And it was a good record, but it was like, it gotta be spectacular. We didn't do a song in 15 years. So that's kind of what you heard.
How did you and Mace get back together, for people that don't know? Because y'all were going back and forth for years, and then
Gillian Wallow, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Gillian Wallow. He went on Gillian Wallow's show to, I I guess this artist was saying that Mace was stealing from him or whatever, and when he was up there, he just was like, he basically like shouted me out in the cool way. He's like, because you know he did a diss record and it was kind of it was crazy. The Oracle dissing me. He's like, I didn't really want to do that to Cam, and I was like, but he said in the cool, he's like, Cam's my man. Then I went on Gillie and Wallow, and then we talked, and then when we spoke, and we just kept it moving, but all because of Gillie and Wallow, basically.
Click so well.
And how'd the show come together from there?
So the show actually came together. We were supposed to do a tour after we got cool, me, him, and Jada. That didn't work out. And so many people were inviting me to do podcasts. Like, yo, Cam, do a podcast. When you gonna do a podcast? And I'm like, I don't really want to talk to niggas for a living. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like I don't want to have to talk to nobody. But I do like sports. So I look at the phone, I'm arguing with niggas, and by the time I hang the phone up, it's just say 2.5 hours of me arguing with a nigga about sports. So I was like, maybe this is something I want to do. And I built a stage. I got a sound stage. I built my own set out. And I said, I'm going to do ESPN meets the hood. So that's why we wear suits on the show. But it was a professional setting. And then after that, I invited Mace on the show as a guest, and he's like, Cam, what's going on? And I said, I'm just shooting this shit. I said, I got a budget. I'm going to reach this budget and see if niggas bite, pause. And he was like, you want to be partners? I'm like, after I get my money back on what I spent, we could go 50-50. And he's like, all right, bet. So we did about 10 shows, and a bunch of people called. So we ended up doing like 30 shows and ended up getting a really good deal. But after I did like 5 shows, he's like my 5th guest, and he's like, be partners, because I have nobody consistent doing it anyway. So that's how I came together.
I think y'all smoking shit, man. I think everything that y'all have done in the media space, what it is, in the talk with Flea, I think y'all smoking shit.
Nah, I appreciate that. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. It's all natural. It's all fun. And kind of me and Mace relationship is like just picking up, because the shit we be talking about is just regular high school shit or shit after high school shit. You got to realize a lot of our public life was publicized. So Mace got his deal at 21. I got my deal at 21. So a lot of shit y'all seen music-wise has been since we 21 years old. So.
And I also say, you know,
But thank you for that.
If what you build only benefits you, it's not big enough. I love the way that you've empowered somebody like Treasure.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? And I know you got your, like a whole production team there.
And she has like a network or something of her own where she can develop content.
Well, she has her own show. It's called Check Out the Stat. And whatever she wants to do, she's able to do. We don't hold anybody up. We don't stop nobody from doing what they could do, what they want to do. She's big in the streaming world. You know, I'm not really twitching and all that. It's like she's big with Kasanai and her boyfriend's a streamer and everything else, but she just turned 24 years old. So it's really dope to have a dynamic of her being on the show, because we tease her about shit she don't know, and then she'll turn it back on us like, y'all niggas don't know this shit. So it's good, different generations being on the show, but definitely she has a bunch of shit that she has going on, but her show is called Check Out the Stat.
In the moment with her, you, and Adrian Bronner that went viral, like we had a conversation about it up here, and when I watched the moment, I was so appreciative of it, and I'm not her, just because I know what it's like to not be able to like kind of say things or whatever. When that went super viral, when people were reacting to it, how did you feel watching it? Because it was a natural thing for you to just do.
I don't really watch the shows, to be honest with you. We do them shits 5 days a week, and I keep it moving, so I never watched it. But it's in the moment you're asking, like in the moment. See, a lot of things y'all didn't see. We don't go live. We pre-record. So I stopped the show like 6-7 times and asked him to stop. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like just once. It was like 6-7 times, because I know Adrian Brown. I have a relationship with him. So I kept asking him to stop, and he was like, "Oh, my bad, bro," and he wouldn't stop. And her boyfriend was there too. So I was like, "Yo, bro, you gotta chill." And he's like, "Nah, Kim, my bad," and he wouldn't chill. So basically, I just asked him to leave. You know, I didn't really want. It was some of the parts that I wish would have got edited, to where when I came back and I was kind of frustrated and I said some shit about him afterwards, which I didn't want to air, but that was just pure frustration. But in the moment, that's like my little sister. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if you keep doing that shit, you're disrespecting her. And then if I ask you to stop, you disrespecting me. So now you're really in my house and you disrespecting me. So I paid him for his time and asked him to leave. Like I said, it ain't like he's a stranger. I know who he is, and we got some mutual friends as well. So, but in the moment, it was just disrespectful because it isn't like we asked you to stop several times.
Right. And he apologized, and people were mad at you because they was like, yo, I guess they caught you saying something. They're like, why you ain't say it to his face?
That's what I was talking about. I mean, I was saying that because when I sat back down, I was like, yo, I hate this thing. I don't really want to repeat what I said. And he was like, basically, yo, Cam, this, that, and the third, why'd you say that? It was purely out of frustration. That's like saying, if y'all walk me out now and then you sit down, you don't know, I didn't sit down for the edit. And then you be like, yo, this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I said a little more than that, but it's like that part should have been cut out. But it wasn't about saying nothing to his face. I said it to his face. I walked over to him and actually escorted him out. It wasn't about a fighting situation for me or nothing like that. It was just more of I think he was a little intoxicated and he just needed to be escorted out.
And he held himself accountable? He apologized?
Smart guy.
So any artist that comes up there that talks to your co-host, you going to pay him out?
The thing about it is, I'm not going. If Terrence Crawford's there, I'm not walking up on Terrence Crawford. I'm not walking up on Terrence Crawford, but it's security there. It ain't just us in there. It's other people that's outside the studio, so it isn't just randomly me just putting niggas out. But I feel me and him was cool enough for me to do that. Yeah.
And I'm glad you bought that pink horsepower.
Oh yeah,
because
definitely.
I can't order it discreetly, I don't think. So I'm glad that you brought it up here.
Yo, what is it? I thought it was edibles. Like, what is it?
She's starting to take one.
Nah, she could take one for a man. Y'all have a good time. So basically,
and they deliver too, by the way. You call it.
Oh, you been using it?
Okay,
This nigga crazy.
Hey, tell us that. You never told me that you did the pink horsepower. You talk about the honey pack back in the day.
Wow.
Yeah, the honey pack give you a headache.
This don't give no headaches.
Yeah, this is all natural.
This ambassador.
It's all natural. It's from Africa.
Is it from Africa?
I'm gonna show
Pink horses in Africa.
I'm gonna show you the video, so you can see exactly where I went to get it. Because the thing about it is this: so they have this in the city, different places. But what happens is, I know people in Senegal, and it comes in on a boat. And what happens is, when it's on the boat, they water it down. They double down, so it's more when it gets here. And basically, I keep a nigga on the boat for 2 months to watch our stocks so that we make sure we have the highest potency of it. But it's all natural, leaves, roots, trees, and we just got the best product. It works. We've been doing this for 4 years. Probably made close to $10 million on it.
Wow.
And it's been really, really good. My man Sugar Duggar basically runs everything right now with that shit, but it's been really well. And the thing about, we have reoccurring customers. Niggas coming back, I guarantee it. Like Frank Lucas said, nigga, I guarantee it, nigga. Like, it's really gonna work. But Jessa asked me how
long does it take
I was
to
saying
activate?
that. I said 10 minutes. I said I wouldn't go do that and go to the mall, hang out with your mom, nothing else. Take that when it's time to go in. It works really fast.
It don't make your heart beat crazy?
Nah, everything is good. Yeah, see, no.
It's natural.
You never said nothing.
No headache. That's not a conversation we're gonna have.
To be honest with you, I don't want to say too much but it has good health effects as well.
Yeah, I mean, I see ginger, ginseng, turmeric, natural flavors.
Wait till after, man. At least leave it up there.
I know how y'all do. I just want to go ahead and grab mine.
That little shit don't work.
Yeah. And take one per day, because sometimes niggas.
So drink the whole thing?
That just leave me with one?
Take one for the whole day.
We got sugar. You said they deliver. You said they deliver. Now order you something. Order something.
Yeah.
So it's like a shot. You take the shot.
Yeah, take a shot.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, you should have ordered your own, nigga.
That's why you got 6
got a whole
kids, bro.
stock.
That's why I got 6 kids now.
Kim, what conversations were you having where you were like, you know what? Because this is what I'm bringing next with the pink horsepower. Like, who was your market study?
For this situation, the pandemic. That's when I saw it. Like I said, it was on tour. Nobody was doing shit but fucking at home. And like I said, I knew somebody from Senegal who actually brings it in, and he was giving me something. He's like, Cam, this is watered down. If you want the highest potency, we could go to Senegal. And I'm like, you serious? And I'm like, so I took the trip. And I seen how niggas is manipulating it on the boat, and how, because there's a lot of places who say, I got the shot, or they be like, I got Cam shit, we got the same shit. No, you don't. You are getting it from the niggas that's watering it down, bringing it over here, and we're getting the highest potency possible.
Let me ask you a question. What was your favorite viral news network moment? Was it the 60 Minutes joint? Was it the Bill O'Reilly, or the CNN drinking pink horsepower?
CNN by far, because First of all, like Bill O'Reilly, I didn't know who Bill O'Reilly was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember being in Roc-A-Fella and they was like, Cam, do you want to go Bill O'Reilly? He's like big. He's on Fox. I said, I bet. They's like, but I'm telling you, Cam, he's like one of these niggas I'm telling you don't know him. He gonna come at you, pause. I'm like, good. Let's figure it out. Right. So I had no idea who Bill O'Reilly was. I just went up there and just debated the nigga like, fuck it, I don't give a fuck. 60 minutes, I was mad high. I ain't gonna lie. I was super duper high on 60 minutes. I was wild high, and pardon me. That was cool. But the CNN shit that just passed, they kept calling me, and I'm like, yo, I'm cool. And they was like, yo, it's gonna be a Puff shit. And I'm like, Puff questions and all that. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to do it. Then they said, well, we'll talk about other things. So I was like, bet. Can we pre-record it? I'm like, absolutely not. It has to be done live. So in case y'all try to renege on what y'all said, I'm going to expose the situation because I told you I don't want to be up here answering a bunch of Puff questions. And when we got up there, I said, I'll do 1 or 2, but you kept forcing the issue. I bet. Let's do it. Pink Horsepower commercial, the whole shit. So that's how that went. But that was my favorite one out of all of them.
I know sales was crazy for Pink Horsepower.
Crazy. And to be honest with you, that's kind of how it kind of catapulted because Suge was running around, going hand in hand. But Gilly's show, sales went up 400%. Then I did, Nori's show. When I did Drink Champs first, it went crazy. Then I did Gilly's show. And it went crazy. And that was another reason I started the podcast. I'm like, I could shoot a commercial for this every day on my own shit. Matter of fact, should get some more back up here so we should get yeah, so hopefully the sales will be a little better after doing you guys' show, man.
Now, I tell everybody, Cam is one of the pettiest people I know, right?
Yeah.
I said between Cam and 50, they are the 2 pettiest people I've ever seen in my life.
Trying to do better, though.
No, you're not. What happened with Omar Gooding? So you trying to do better after that or before?
See, niggas don't be knowing the backstory. So, like, right, Omar Gooding, pardon me again. Omar Gooding, I was on my show talking about B-list actors, black actors, no disrespect to him. But we all know his brother, Cuba's the bigger star. And basically, I said Omar Gooding Jr., and he went off. He went crazy. And because I hired him before for a movie I did like 2011, 2012, Percentage. I did a movie with Queen Latifah and Shakim. Shout out to Queen Latifah and Shakim. And we hired him. So in my segment of my show, I'm like, yo, it's fucked up for the B-class black actor because you got to sit here and wait for somebody to call you for a part. Or if they do, who says you're going to get the part? Like, just sitting around and waiting. And I was actually talking to Rich Paul, and he's like, them niggas should have came up with a network by now, all came together, you know what I'm saying? But I basically was saying what I'm telling y'all now.
Right.
And I called him Omar Gooding Jr., and he just went crazy. He was like, how the fuck am I a junior when Cuba's the junior? You disrespecting. You don't call a man out his name, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, I got him on this page. I said, if you can look at the dates. I said, my bad, bro. I didn't mean to offend you. No problem. Nah, fuck that. Then he started doing diss records, and I was like,
his rapping wasn't bad, though. His rapping wasn't that bad.
It was all right.
I put it on the page. I said, this tape hot. I wrote that shit on his comments. I'm like, yo, I don't want no smoke, bro. This is all right. This is dope. So did another one. I'm like, I bet. So I know how much you cost, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I had a mutual friend. I was like, yo, I haven't used Tim Pause in a while. How much you booking for? He's like, when I need a movie scene, I pay him $1,200. Said, "Man, I got 3,000 for the nigga," and that's how that went because he wouldn't stop doing records, and I already said I didn't want a problem.
So you said I'm gonna come up with a fake movie, fake script. So you have to pay to do this.
Yeah, but what happened is he signed the paperwork, and so let's just say I paid I gave him $3,000 because I knew he wouldn't say no because he gets $1,200. So I said $3,000. His flight was $700-800, and his hotel. Let's just say I spent $5,000. So once he signed the paperwork, I'm getting 10 times that for the episode. So I win. I spent $5, but I made $45 off of his stupidity for me telling you I don't want no problem with you, but you won't stop. So now I'm gonna give you $5. and make 45 and this content at the same time.
So you was really in the other room watching and directing?
I wasn't in another room, but I had a Ring camera up around the corner at one of my cribs, watching the whole shit the whole time.
And he was trying to say that he was going to take legal action. Is that possible? Or like, because what documents did you have him sign or like whatever?
I had him, so basically my man who actually did shot, my man BB, one of my production companies, partners of one of my production companies, we basically had him sign everything. And what he was trying to say, he's going to take legal action about everything was cool but the dressing room, but he didn't realize what he signed was once you walk in, we could use security footage, ring footage, everything that we wanted to use once you walked in the building, any camera we wanted to use. And what I did was we gave him $1,500 up front. And when he came, I made sure the other $1,500 was in 10s and 5s, so it looked like he got a lot of money. So when we gave him the night, I knew he would just sign anything.
Oh, okay, wow.
Because when it looked like it's a lot.
Yeah.
So we paid him like 10s and 5s, so it looked like he had $20,000 when it was just $1,500.
I don't know why you waited so long to do the Killer Comedy Show, and I don't know why you're not on stage your damn self.
Exactly. It's so funny, man. Exactly.
Nah, I just don't be bothering people, and then I'll be like, yo, leave me alone, because I know where I could go with it. And this is what happens, basically. But yeah, thanks for even bringing that up. We got the Killer Comedy Show.
It's today?
Yes, it's tonight.
At the Beacon Theater?
At the Beacon Theater. Shout out my man Johnny Shipes in the building. He's the one that put everything together. D-Ray's going to be there. Jay Fowler's going to be there. Tony Rock. Corey Holcomb. Yep. Sorry, I don't know if y'all still beefing.
Yeah, we are. I got nothing to do with it. I know, it's all good.
Will Mills and Ray. So
Jay Farrow too.
Yeah, we
Tony
said
Rock.
John Farrow. Yeah. So
and Ferg performing.
Ferg is performing as well, definitely. Y'all are all welcome to come. I don't know what you guys are doing, but y'all more than welcome to come. But we actually put that together because I got a cameo in a movie, Happy Gilmore 2.
Oh yeah, the Sandler joint.
Yeah. And
how did that come about?
So yeah, Joe Vesey, he's a comedian and writes with Adam Sandler. He's a big fan. He's the one that kind of got us in the movie. Adam Sandler is my man too. Yeah. And he has a stand-up and he wants me to put it out. I guess he's not going to the right channels. And I'm like, Johnny, like I said, we're gonna put that out. But he was like, let's just do a whole fucking comedy show. We got with Outback, they sponsored, and that's how it's going. So we're gonna go on tour with it. That's that easy. But shout out to Joe Vesey for even giving me the idea to want to do it.
Oh, salute to Joe. That's my man.
Yeah.
What made you want to get into comedy now though? Because you always been funny, right? Always.
I'm gonna be honest, it was Joe Vesey.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna say and hold you. When he said he has a stand-up that's done, and he just wanted to put it into my lap and say, Cam, do what you could do with it. And I'm like, he's not on this show because paperwork kind of took a while, but it was purely when he had a stand-up, and I'm like, I'm gonna find a home for it, but why not put a show together after that? It's really totally Joe Vesey that gave me the idea to put a comedy show together.
You know his dad, Peter Vesey. He's one of the best sports commentators ever.
Hey, Joe Vesey's like a street basketball player and all that shit too, man. So shout out to him. That's how it came about.
Dope.
No more, no less, man.
I gotta ask, where did the friction with you and Dame come from? How did that happen?
I don't know. It's a nigga Dame, like...
Because he was a manager or partner with you at one time, right?
Dame did a lot for me. You know what I'm saying? Like today's going to be my last day Dame dashing.
Us too. Us too.
Yeah, because it's annoying. You know what I'm saying? So to be honest with you, pardon me. To be honest with you, I feel like I got set up. It felt like Dame had all these problems with me and never said it and was looking like a reason to say it. I was in a terrible deal at Epic Records. I grew up with Dame, and Roc-A-Fella was up, and he helped me get out that deal, and then I actually signed me to Roc-A-Fella, then helped me get my group on Roc-A-Fella. Put out a platinum album. The Diplomats was born. It was great, and he did a lot for me. So I always attribute that. Not only I knew niggas since I was like 10, 11 years old. You know what I'm saying? And when Roc-A-Fella fell apart, he's still my man. He's my man last year. You know what I'm saying? He's been my man this whole time. But to me, it's like a setup because no matter what, so publicly I've been giving this man props for 25 years. And it hasn't been a smooth 25 years, but that's always been my friend. I've never ran to the internet and talked about you, whether we was having good time, bad time, whatever. What I do over the years just take breaks from you. When I say that, it's like, I didn't call him Dame for a minute. I'll call him next year, this, that, and the third. And when he started talking about me on different podcasts, I'm like, bro, what is the fuck is this about? But he was saying, Cam is not a man. He ain't calling me this time. Yo, bro, everybody's not built for your personality. I am. I just know how to take breaks from you from time to time because I know your personality. Now I don't want to deal with it right now. But for him to go to the internet and start talking about me, it was like, really? That's what the fuck we doing? And when I seen that, I was like, this is crazy. He kept doing different interviews. Yo, Cam this, Cam that, Cam this. And I'm like, and then he talked about, the last thing was he said I didn't promote nothing we were supposed to go partners on with Honor Up, the movie, and we did an album with A-Track, and he said I didn't promote it. And I finally gave feedback on why I didn't promote it. I'm like, I didn't want to be in it. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but this how it happened. From there, avalanche. He just went crazy. Started going crazy. Cam this, Cam that, Cam this. So even point where it's like, bro, now you stretching the truth, you lying about a few things. But that's where it all started from me dissing Honor Up. But to me, if you want to diss my art or my movies or my music or whatever, cool, you start getting personal and start taking mad personal shit. And I'm like, we know too much about each other to be doing personal shit because this shit could get nasty because I know a lot about you, you know a lot about me, and I'm mad funny. Like, I don't want to ragdoll nigga, my man, on the internet, especially like, that's I'm not talking about, but who the fuck is you around to come out with a patch and teeth? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would never let you do that because you my man. I texted him, I'm like, yo, bro, whoever you around, you not around no real niggas because they would not let you come on the camera like that. And that's kind of how it started when I dishonored her, and the shit just got personal. And it was to the point where I'm like, yo, listen, man, this could get nasty. And I spoke to Daniel. I know Daniel was up here with him. Daniel cool with me too. And so he kind of mediated it, and he was like, yo, this shit is not a good look for Harlem, yada, 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 yada. And I was like, cool. I said, listen, it was a Thursday. He said, look, I said, listen, I got something coming out tomorrow. It's already done. If you tell him, listen, this is coming out tomorrow, but I won't say nothing else about him on the internet. Cool. He says, cool. He said, cool. He's still talking about me on the internet yesterday.
Right now.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Cam Capone's on part 15, 17 right now.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like, bro, I thought we wasn't going to talk about each other. Cool, that ain't no problem. But to me, to be honest with you, I was tapped out when the nigga issued a $300 million lawsuit. And then he tells Daniel to tell me, yo, tell Cam to give me $1 million and we may let it all go away. I'm like, you trying to quiet extort me? Like, what are you talking about? Send you $1 million off the $300 million. I said, let's go to court.
It's not a real lawsuit. It was ChatGPT.
I know that.
It's signed from the Dash Group. We got one of those too.
Yeah, no, but
it wasn't a lawsuit. We got
the fact that a nigga even that's supposed to be my man even do some shit like that, like, yo, for $1 million, they'll go away. Nigga, I'm not sending you $1 million.
Well, I'm glad he didn't take your show off Revolt because he could. Like,
he was your boss.
Yeah, he was your boss. He didn't take your show off Revolt.
That's the point. Like the shit that nigga be talking about to me, this like to me it's semi-disappointing because I looked up to him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just to a point where I don't wish him wealth, health, and success, but I can't no more because, like you said, in the Cam Capone and all that shit, you at a point where you said as long as your name stay in the algorithm, even if it takes beefing with your man to be in the algorithm, that's where you at in life. And I'm like, I see why niggas be curving. You got to think about this, not just artists. If you sit there and think about the artists that he helped and put on, it's phenomenal. You sit there and think about Kevin Hart or Jay-Z or Kanye or myself or whoever, and nobody fuck with you. Is it the artist or is it you? You know what I'm saying? Not only that, your day one niggas don't fuck with you. Daniel, I'm not saying Daniel ain't his man, but like Rel Mac, all the niggas bigs, like niggas from your hood don't fuck with you. So I don't mean this in a bad way because I know you're gonna take this and this will be last another 3-4 months for him. You know, he'll take a spin at this, can't da-da-da. And then I be seeing like, to me, bro, you try to defame my character to where it's like, for what, my nigga? Cam's a civilian. All right, Dame, whatever, I'm a civilian. We tried to give you $1 million last year when you was in the news for owing $800,000. Mason Dame don't even got a good relationship. They don't even fuck with each other. But Mace felt bad, and he's like, Kim, you want to spend $500,000, just so this nigga don't got no debt? I'm like, I don't know. I'll do it, but I don't really know if we gonna make our money back. But for the sake of Dame, yeah, I'll do it. And then when the shit didn't go through, we suckers because you want to wait on YoungBoy NBA or Drake or whatever other deal you had. We try to give you $1 million just to clear your debt up, and you basically gambled yourself out waiting on more money.
I just got two questions.
What did you call his son to do? Remember he was saying that you called his son.
So basically, y'all probably be lost with all this shit that he be on.
Yeah.
So he brought it up here. He brought it up a couple times when he's up here. He's like, Kim is running around with this nigga named Larry. And y'all probably don't even know.
I have no idea who Larry is.
Yeah, exactly. So do you even remember him saying it?
I do remember him bringing up Larry.
He kept bringing up Larry.
Yeah.
He kept bringing up Larry. So let me give you a backstory on Larry. Larry had a grow in Vegas where he was meeting a bunch of rappers and everything, paying everybody to promote his grow in Vegas. Dame met Nori. Nori introduced Dame to Larry. Like Nori knew Larry first, and he introduced Dame. Larry was paying Dame $5,000 a month to promote his weed. Dame ain't Snoop Dogg or Wiz Khalifa to be like, but he's still giving the nigga the bread. Like, I hear. Supposed to give him 3% of the company. I don't really know about that part or whatever. But anyway, not only that, Larry's paying you to promote his weed. Larry lives in Vegas. Not only that, your son lived with Larry as a grown man. So Boogie, his son, lived with Larry for 2.5 years because he wasn't fucking with Dame. You know what I'm saying? Or they didn't have a good relationship. I don't want to say he wasn't fucking with him. They didn't have a great relationship.
Right.
He's sitting there as like, can't be with Larry now, can't be with Larry now. Larry puts up $50,000 for a movie. Dame put up $50,000 or supposed to put $50,000 for a movie. And another nigga put up $50,000 for a movie. The movie's supposed to be $150,000. Dame tells Larry, when this lady calls, allocate the money to her. So she may want $12,000 now, $6,000 now, $7,000 now, whatever. When it gets to the $50,000, he calls Dame and says, yo, I gave the lady the $50,000. Dame goes off and, you dumbass nigga, you a Vegas Bama, da-da-da-da. So I called this nigga a bunch of names, talking about, I didn't tell you to give, niggas crazy. Yeah, I didn't tell you to give her $50,000. He's like, I don't know this lady, how'd I get a number, yada, 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 yada. Larry hangs up on him. He calls me, he said, Cam, I've been dealing with Dame. I deal with his insults, say this the last straw. Been paying this man to promote the weed. I gave him $50,000 for a movie, etc. I just can't. I'm tapped out. Dame calls me after. We not fucking with Larry. I said, why not? He said he hung up on me. That's not what real men do. Real men don't real men don't hang up on niggas. Like how many times me and you argue? You never hung the phone up on me. This and that. I say, damn, nigga, I know you. Everybody's not built for your verbal assassination or whatever the fuck you want to call your verbal assault. Everybody can't take that. You know what I'm saying?
Verbal fair one.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, one-on-one.
You did a good job.
One-on-one.
So he's going crazy on me hanging out with Larry because I feel Larry didn't do nothing wrong. That man let your son live with him. He was paying you to do weed. He put up $50,000 for a movie. And because he hung up on you because you started insulting him about $50,000 where he allocated it to where you want to be allocated it to, he's a Vegas Bama. I can't jack that, bro. I'm not, he's a good nigga. He's a nigga I stay in Vegas now. Before we was coming, big time gambler. We didn't have to pay for no hotels, comps at every hotel. I take my Sprinter. We didn't have to pay for shit when we went to Vegas. And because he hung up on him, now he's not a real man, but he's trying to spin a narrative. Remember, I was telling you, it's 3 people doing the movie. The third person is suing Dame for the movie. Kim is hanging out with a nigga who's suing me. I don't know this nigga who's suing you. I know Larry's not suing you. He's just taking the L on the $50,000. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, I'll take the L. But Dame going around, Kim running around with a nigga who's suing me. I'm not running around with a nigga suing you. Larry's not even suing you, but that's the narrative that he's pushing. So when he's talking about me doing something with his son, his son called. So Larry's a producer on Talk with Flea on my show. Boogie, Dame's son, called Larry asking for money. Recently, asking for money. So Larry like, yo, you want to get Boogie on the show? I'm like, I don't give a fuck. He's like, we gonna give him $5,000. I said, all right, cool. You interviewing him, you in sync and interview him. I don't give a fuck. I text Boogie for the producer for our writers. What do you want to talk about on the show? He says his music and his movies. I have the text message. I said, cool. I give it to the writers. 2 days later, Kim trying to do shit with my son. That nigga's foul, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. How you gonna reach out to my son? Your son reached out to Larry and said he was fucked up. Larry asked the nigga, do he want to come on the show? He said, yeah. He took the deposit. He ain't sending the deposit back. But now you spending it again to where you fucking with my family. Yo, my nigga. Nobody called your son. Your son called Larry. Larry asked him if he wanted to come on the show. And that's the name Larry that y'all keep hearing.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So it's just basically...
What's up, Larry?
I think Larry's a super cool nigga.
What up, Larry?
Yeah,
What's up, Larry?
Yeah. So now y'all know the backstory.
My daddy name is Larry.
And the thing is for
Uncle
me,
name there.
right? And the thing is for me, the last thing I will say about this situation with Larry, anyway, is concerned. Larry's wife. My mom died of cancer 2.5 years ago. I watched her die.
Condolences,
Yeah,
bro.
thank you. I appreciate it. I watched her die for a month. She was good. January 8th, went to the hospital. January 9th, said, yo, your mom got about a month and a half to live.
Jesus.
So she died. He's on this show talking about, yo, Larry need to just be worrying about his wife. Larry's wife died 4 days after Dame was on the show.
Man.
I was watching his wife die with the nigga. She was in hospice.
God,
She was at hospice at the, and she didn't want to die in the hospital. She went home, and so with hospice, so she could die home. So Dame is on the show like, yeah, this nigga Larry don't need to worry. He just need to worry about his wife. This is a nice guy. This nigga ain't into all this shit I'm into. I'm with all this dumb shit. This is a cool nigga, you know what I'm saying? You up there telling this man wife, I'm literally watching her die every day. So I'm like, yo, bro, you really don't got no boundaries. You this mad at Larry for what, nigga? That nigga watched your son for 2 years and made sure that nigga got a roof over his head. And now you mad because he's not in a lawsuit. He paid you $5,000 a month. And then you put his business out there. Who the fuck said that the nigga want his business out there about his dying wife?
That's why OG Dan told him chill out.
Yeah. Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Because you know why? Daniel's wife died from cancer. He watched his wife die on a deathbed from cancer. So he kind of get it. But at the end of the day, fuck is you talking about? Yo, you need to go watch your wife. And you don't understand what that scenario is about. And that's why I'm like, I wish you the best, my nigga, but you don't really care because she died 4 or 5 days after the interview.
Condolences, that's horrible.
Yeah, so that's just a backstory on Larry.
There's only two questions I had about the Dane situation. I wasn't even going to bring it up.
I don't give a fuck. Because, like I said, it's done for me today. You can fight by yourself. I'm not fighting with you.
When you talk about him bringing up family, I didn't understand why he brought up you having a stripper pole in a house your mother was in, but he was in there partying, having a good time. Did he tell you that he had a problem with that back then?
No, first of all, it was a 2-family home. My mother wasn't on the side with the stripper. Just to give some context to what's going on. I bought my mom a house when I first got on. She never wanted to move in the house. She's Harlem. You get what I'm saying? So that wasn't my primary house. I had a few houses, still do. And she had a stroke. And she was like, she's not moving to Jersey no matter what. I'm like, Mom, you can't run around Harlem like this. So,
but that's a New York thing. Most New York parents, my parents never lived in Queens.
Right.
Never.
Right. So example is basically when she never moved into the house, it's a 2-family home. I built my studio in there. I had a strip club in there, all that. So I'm like, Mom, the house is still there. I'm going to put you on the other side of the house. It's a separate address. It's not even the same address. So my mom is hood, and she didn't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? But you're acting like I had her in the bedroom next to a stripper pole. It's a fucking another house around the corner. But no, he didn't have a problem with it. He loved it. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. He's trying to defame my character. For what reason? I have no reason why.
I saw people reacting to that in the comments, like talking about just how low that was, regardless of what he was trying to do. Because I think everybody knows how you were about your mom and what you went through.
Right,
you know
absolutely. I mean? Well, you know what it is that, and people might not have seen that part because I ain't posted it. And he still shouldn't have said it, but he felt the way because when he said that shit about Larry's wife, I was on his comments talking about he ain't want his kids that he found out. Like he had, not Boogie, he found out he had another kid and he took like 8 paternity tests. Trying not to find one to make it not be it. So he got
You all them niggas don't play fair. God damn.
Oh no, that's what I told you.
Yeah, but you know, I'm gonna be honest about it. Yeah, but and he was mad about it. So I was putting all that in the comments, and that's when he did the shit about it. So I like I said, it was low. I was low, but that was low what he did. But I get why he did it. You know what I'm saying? Because I would start spilling a lot of business. That's why I said shit could get messy. Shit about his girl, I was in the comments.
We see.
I was all in there like, bro, I know too much. I don't really want to do it. It's more shit now I just won't say. You know what I'm saying? So
another thing we seen that went viral was the Big L thing.
Yeah. Like, bro, Big L didn't even like you, my nigga. Big L's from my block, right? And Big L brother, he had a couple brothers, but his brother, Big Lee, kind of ran my block, him and somebody else, a couple other people. And they hated Dame. They hated Dame to the point where when Big Lee came home, that's Big L brother, he ran down on Dame in menacing, like, yo, you owe me a favor. And Dame, I asked Dame, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna do the favor for him. I'm like, yo, this is polite extortion, I wouldn't do the favor. He ended up dying, Big L's brother, Big Lee. But he did not fuck with you, and to the point where you're even lying that me, you, and Big L was in a car somewhere. It's stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
Why does he lie so much? I
didn't know. And you know what I'm saying? It's to the point where it's like, bro, when that nigga said, whatever I need to do to stay in the algorithm,
you just knew it was over from there.
Yeah, like my man sent me a clip to where it's like, yo, you know, not saying me and Jim don't have the best relationship now, and I wish him the best as well, but it's to the point where he's like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Jim wore pink first. Yo, you said that 3 days ago or 2 days ago. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything me and you got going on, bro? This is what I'm trying to say. He's trying to throw me under the bus as much as he can to the point where you'll say and do anything what I'm taking from it, and I'm just not with it no more.
Another thing I didn't understand, when he said you went on the radio to announce you was VP of Roc-A-Fella, he said you did that on purpose. He thinks you did that on purpose because you knew it would cause problems at the label. Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought I remember you being on the air and you was on the phone. I thought you was on the phone with Dame and you said Dame gave us the green light.
To announce it, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what I remember.
I don't remember exactly how it happened. I ain't gonna say and lie to you. But you ain't have a problem with it all these years.
Word.
Now all of a sudden you got a problem with it. Like, my nigga, I understand that it may have caused friction later, but why the fuck would I want to damage some shit that's going good? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was probably the height of my music career at that particular time. Why the fuck would I want to damage that? Like I'm saying, all the shit that he's saying now, it sounds like he has shit building up and now he's throwing lies mixed in with it. But
you didn't make that up, though. Somebody told you that you was going to be...
No, he actually told me that. What he's trying to say is that I jumped the gun and said it publicly when I shouldn't have said it publicly. That's what he's trying to say. But there's no way in the world you didn't tell me that. And what happened was I went to my lawyer to try and negotiate the deal. And I think I wanted $750,000. They was like, no, we was just going to make you the president. And I'm like, nah, fuck it. And then when Jay-Z must have came back from vacation, according to Bleak, because I shot to Bleak, I did Bleak's show.
Rock solid.
Yeah, and he was just basically like, Jay ain't like that shit. So that's kind of how that went. But no, it's no way I was making that up. That's exactly what you told me. You told me you wanted to make me and Beans vice president, president, whichever way it went. I tried to negotiate the deal. The money wasn't right. And obviously, Jay-Z didn't approve it.
But how can he call you out on that and then come up here and say he the chairman of Revolt and nobody even told him
crazy.
that he was the chairman of He just made that up.
I'm just so glad he didn't take Cam's show off. That's how I was
the Revolt had to be crazy after that because they probably trying to figure out what's going on.
So this is what happened actually. When all this shit was going on, and this is dead serious too, before it happened, Revolt hit me and was like, do you mind if we work with Dame? And I'm like, because all the shit was going on. And I'm like, I don't really care. Like, they like, it wouldn't be till 2026 because, programming-wise, the slots are filled. So I have 2 shows that I can put out starting this month that I want to put out. When Daniel called me, I said, yo, no, not Daniel, I put it on Instagram. I told Daniel about it, but I put it on Instagram. I had 2 slots left. I said, Revolt might want to work with you, but it ain't going to be till next year. But if you want the opportunity you gave me, I'll give to you. Mm-hmm. When I need to get off Epic Records, you gave me a chance to do music and you executive producer albums. I said, let me give you the same opportunity and let me executive produce your TV shows. You ain't got to wait till next year. And you was going to give Revolt all your content for free. Mm-hmm. That's how bad he wanted it. And pause. And I say, yo, I'll even pay you. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Big Fendi. That was the middleman for that. So I said, tell Dame this before I put it on Instagram. And Fendi was like, yo, the beginning of the conversation was cool. He was like, I bet. He said, but before I hang up, he's like, nah, fuck that. Nigga ain't producing my shows. He can't do that. No, he can't do that. It's ego. You was ready to do it for free. And because you want me to, I can't, because I want to executive produce the shows, fuck that. I don't get it. You're going to do it for free. Now you can do it, and I can executive produce it and give you a check. Mm-hmm. It's just, it was ego. So then that's when he went on to announce he was the chairman. And I never seen a nigga force his way to try and be somewhere where niggas don't want him in my life. The shit was wild.
Damn. Yo, Paid in Full. Yeah. Right. What stage of production or development is it in right now, the series?
Right now, 50's still trying to finish up some stuff in Shreveport because I believe he wants to do a lot of stuff in Shreveport. But it's probably not going to even be to the point to where we do casting, maybe not till April or May or something like that. I think he wanted to just make the announcement, get the buzz going, because he's shooting like 3 TV shows. Yeah. 1,800 movies. That nigga works. Yeah. And he does shows in between. But if I had to guess a timeline, I would say probably April or May for casting, but I think it's some loose ends he want to get tighter in Shreveport.
Okay, why did you do more? Hold up. Because I want to audition. Don't do me like Omar, nigga. Like, I really want to audition.
You got to be careful, Cam.
I know.
Cam is sending you a deposit, but I
don't got time, yo, for real.
Nah. I mean, when it's time, I'll definitely let you know, but that's what I was telling the nigga Fifth when we was speaking. I said, yo, you put this announcement, I know we said he's going to do it, but you got to give me some more information because now everybody's hitting me. Not, like I said, not in a good way, not in a bad way, but it's just like, when you ask these questions, I want to have the correct answers. And I was teasing, I said, yo, you see I announced I was the vice president of RocAFella and shit went left. I don't want to be saying the wrong shit too early. And shit, but definitely I'll let you know, but I don't want to saying and even announce on this show a date. Gotcha. I'm just guessing right now. Yeah. If I had to guess, probably April or May last, because we talked 2 weeks about it.
So does 50 have the rights to tell the story? Like, is that, like, what's that conversation?
So basically he has the rights to Paid in Full. I guess it was up and he bought the actual rights to it. Mm-hmm. But he's going to slow the movie down to where you get Alpo when he goes to DC. You know what I'm saying? You get more of the preacher, the one who actually kidnaps Richard's nephew. Yeah. You get his story. Right. You know what I'm saying? You get Demencio. I don't know if y'all even know about Demencio. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the people Alpo killed over a girl. You get all these different stories that kind of was sped up in the movie when you slow it down throughout the series.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
When you think about legacy, Cam, your legacy in particular, when you think about legacy versus peace of mind, which one do you value more at this stage of your life?
Peace of mind. Peace of mind is everything, B. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me to still be doing what I'm doing at this age, and even Envy knows, like, he's been doing what he's doing a long time, for us to still be relevant, having fun, and still coming up to shit like to do shit like this. You know how many people want to come up here and do this? You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's more like I get to I love sports. I get to talk about sports all fucking day, watch sports all day, and talk about it for an hour. And me and Mace made tens. I don't want to do the number. We made tens of millions of dollars in the last 2 years. And then to jump off, pillow off that, and then do Talk with Flea and make a few $1 million. Like, you know, that's where I'm at. Like, where I could build multi-million-dollar companies or brands and be me. I don't want to have to do some shit I don't want to do at this point in life. So when you think of Pink Horsepower, you think of multi-million-dollar company, or Talk with Flea, multi-million-dollar brand, or it is what it is, a multi-million-dollar company. I just love doing this. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm naming these shits like 100 other things didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't see the shit that don't work. It's 100 things that don't work, but just to figure it out at this age, like I said, I'm gonna be 50 next year.
But you figured it out early. Like you figured out peace of mind early on.
Oh yeah, peace of mind, absolutely. I get away from niggas. I don't got time.
Because when people wanted you, it was like, where's Cam? I don't know.
Yeah.
He bought a crib in Florida. He killing. He not doing nothing.
Yeah, because you gotta think about this, right? When you see, and I'm asking y'all, this is a question I'm asking y'all. When you see somebody, and like I said, I don't want to bring it up, but I hate keep repeating it. But like I said, it's the last day. When you see a person like Dame, do you look happy to you?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, happiness matters to me.
Me too. Yeah.
Happiness and being able to pay my bills and all this other shit. You see, sometimes when you bring my name up to certain niggas, you just get mad and they emotional and they be like, I'd be like, yo, this nigga's angry. This nigga's really mad. I want to be happy. I want to be laughing. Like, when you see me and Mace on the show, we be dead ass laughing to where we edit some of that shit out because we laughing that much. Like, that shit is cool. To make money, laugh, and go home and have a peace of mind, that means more to me than anything else in the world, especially at this stage in life. What the fuck are we beefing and arguing about, especially if you're making a couple dollars? And then you don't want to be beefing with the niggas you grew up with. It's cool, and not at this age in life. You don't have to be around niggas. But at the end of the day, what the fuck, how long are you niggas supposed to be arguing with each other? You know what I'm saying? Or just in general, arguing with anybody.
I think a lot of people in hip hop struggle to transition into new chapters of life. So when I'm like, when I see somebody like Cam, I'm like, I want to ask him, how did you find peace and purpose outside of hip hop? Is it the other business ventures? Or?
Yeah, because listen, man, I talk about that shit and think about that shit all the time. I'm like, yo, and no disrespect to nobody out there. I'm just like, yo, I would hate to have to be in a club for $3,200 tonight. At 50, 49 years old, my nigga.
Damn.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, that shit would kill me. Like, yo, but some people, you gotta realize, think about this, right? Let's just use a better number. Let's use 5,000, 7,500. I'm like, yo, I don't want to be in there, nobody's club that I don't want to be in for 7,500. But if you do that every week, and you're this age, and you do it 3 times, you sitting there saying, yo, make $20,000 a month. That ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? That's not bad. Like, yo, fuck it, nigga. I made $20,000 a month, and I'm 49 years old, and this is great, because you have a regular job, and some people don't make that. I don't think that's a bad living at all. I'm just saying that isn't where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? So definitely peace of mind over that.
And also, too, with Harlem, man. Yo, Harlem, people talk about Harlem like it's Harvard. Right? Like, what does Harlem mean to you today compared to when you were like 18?
It ain't the same for me. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. That's a great question because it's so gentrified. It's just not the same. And I may sound ignorant for saying it, but I miss the abandoned buildings. I miss the vacant lots and going up, driving, walking to school and almost stepping on glass. Not saying that's good and you shouldn't improve from that, but that's just my memory of Harlem. Like, when I see Red Lobster on 125th Street, like, and H&M, I'll be like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it's gentrified and, to me, everything, but you gotta think about this too, right? Where I live is gentrified. Niggas like, what this nigga doing over here? You know what I'm saying? So you might got somebody white like, yo, what the fuck? Remember when it was all white over here? You know what I'm saying? So it's a balance. But just for me, Harlem isn't what it used to be. I'm not saying Harlem still ain't Harlem today, but just not the Harlem I grew up with. My man, I sometimes shoot videos in this building and shit like that. And he's like, Cam, you gotta talk to the building manager. I'm like, all right, who is it? And the dude's white. It's like, yo, I thought you was the manager. He's like, nah, I sold my apartment to the nigga. And now he's the manager. So now I gotta talk to somebody white and go into a building that I've been going to my whole life to get permission to shoot something on a roof. So for me, it's not the same, but I understand it.
Gotcha.
When you talk about Harlem, I know you mentioned earlier you and Jim's relationship not being the same. That's not, like, we're never going to get to see that sit down convo, reunion, like anything at all.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I just think that we're in 2 different spaces in life, and That don't mean I don't wish him well, and I don't mean Jewels and everybody that was part of what we did. I think it's a great movement. But sometimes things just come to an end. So I would never say never, but it doesn't look like it's in the near future. But I do wish them brothers well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you hope people say about Cam 20 years from now? In particular, what do you hope people say you stood for?
Well, if you sit there and watch everything I did since I've been 20, 21 years old, it's about helping people. Mm-hmm. Of course, helping myself as well, but I always tried to make sure everybody, despite what anybody says, tried to make sure people around me had money or was getting money, because I never wanted nobody to have to ask me for money. Mm-hmm. You know, it was one of those situations where I'm like, even with Jim, you think about Jim wasn't a rapper. It's like, yo, we gonna make you a rapper, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you ain't gonna be around and not know how to rap. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I think Jim is one of the people that's grown more than anybody from the time he started to where he's at today as far as music is concerned. Mm-hmm. He didn't know how to rap. We taught him how to rap. He's my hype man to where he's directing videos, to where he had a job at Def Jam, to where he's doing albums. And I think right now people are respecting him lyrically more than anything else. But it was about always helping people. Even Jewels was in a bad deal. He's in a group called the Draft Picks. I'm like, I think I like you a little better than your partner. I could get you out the deal. Let's try and get you out the deal. Everybody I'm with has made money, whether they kept money or didn't keep money, even other people that was on the label, which I won't name. It was always about putting everybody on and trying to make sure that they had a couple dollars, because I didn't want people to have to ask me for money that was around me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So even like this nigga back here, Pink Horsepower, I'm glad he found this lane because he was running out of time.
Listen, the Killer Comedy Show, man. Tonight,
Beacon Theater. Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Nah, thank you for coming. Get your tickets if you haven't got it. And where can they order this at if they need to order it? You gotta shake it before you give it to them too. You gotta shake it.
Make sure you go to pink-horsepower.net. It's going to lead you to the new website, because it's a new website. I don't know it off the top, but it directs you to the website. So pink-horsepower.net, and make sure you go order some.
That's right.
And hold up, you said it's for men or it's for men?
It's for men.
I can take it too?
You
no.
better not.
Okay.
No, so listen. It's
something a girl you don't want to see.
The reason I was telling you, if you take it home, not for you to take.
Right, take it home to give it to my okay.
To your nigga. That's what I was basically saying. But for the last thing I'll say, and it's not 100% closed, Complex Con, if anybody's going to be out there in Vegas coming up, me and Sexy Red are doing a drop of Horsepower and whatever she got. I don't want to say the wrong name, but we're going to package it together and we're going to do a special drop for her sex pill for women. So, so we'll try and send you some, because she has something for women, I got something for men. And then you could take Sexy Red's joint.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Well, there you have it. It's Camron. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Appreciate it again.
Hold up. Every day I wake up, wake your ass up. The Breakfast Club.